So I'm up on Airport Vortex, right behind the house here in Sedona. I went up here with Gavin and Trenton. They'd never been up here. And you'll hear them in the background. So behind me right there, that's Bell Rock. And to the right, it's Courthouse. And if we swing a little bit this way, is Red Rock Crossing or Cathedral. And that's the boys being boys in the background. So I want to talk today about transhumanism. One of the things that we're repeating, history goes in circles. We repeat history. The saying, of course, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So this concept of getting away from the organic timeline, from the natural timeline, from organic bodies, from nature, from allowing nature to do exactly what it does. And nature knows best. Nature evolves beautifully. I mean, come on, look at this amazing place that we're in here in Sedona. It evolves naturally beautiful things all around the world. Whether you're in the desert, on the coast, or in the mountains, or the jungles, nature knows exactly what she's doing. So there's an organic timeline, if you will, where the source field, the ultimate, beyond time, space, original, pregnant point, 0 point fields of creation, of which we are the expressions, divides into mother and father principles, and from that creates a creation. And the creation has a natural, beautiful way of operating with mother and father energy, with space and stars, the womb, the matrix, the matrix, the opening, and then the light creating and those mixing. Now there was a way back, you can call it the Luciferian rebellion. You can call it the ego. It's our own egos. It's the fallen ego that chooses. It doesn't want what's organic. It wants to self-satisfy. It wants to become its own God, to get away from the organic, natural timeline. Now you could say that started in the constellation of Lyra in our galaxy, and that Lucifer is a real being, but it's part of the Father energy. It's the Father's own unwillingness to, and again, these are all metaphors for us to explain. You can do it coldly too. You can do electro energy and magnetic energy. The magnetic is the mother, the electric is the father. Electromagnetism makes up the whole universe. Well, part of the electro, the starlight, the lightning, the electrical, the father energy, decided it wanted nothing to do with the magnetic energy, with the mother energy, and a piece of it broke off and became the Luciferian rebellion, or the ego rebellion, if you will. That, you could say, started billions of years ago in the constellation of Lyra, and there, you could say, the original Draco reptilians are the manifestation of the Luciferian rebellion, and there are some Draco reptilian humanoids that are interested in overtaking, dominating, controlling, creating their own timeline, their own dimension, their own universe. You can call that a Luciferian rebellion. You can do it from a mental, ego, scientific point of view, or you can do it from the anthropomorphic, you can assign it personalities. Doesn't really matter. So the ego wants its own way. So today the way that's going to show up is transhumanism. We're going to want to get away from a natural heart. We're going to create the Jarvik heart. We're going to have fake knees, bionics. We're going to try to create cyborgs. And this does get created, even to the point where we try to download the consciousness of us into computer-based silica chips and be able to transfer these into cyborg bodies. This is a strange, inorganic, metallistic, robotic timeline, a mental timeline. But even, I'm going to throw a lot at you here, even sort of random access memory, just feel it and receive it. So there's basically two timelines. You stay with the organic, the loving, the heart timeline, or you can go with we rebel against the organic timeline, against the organicness of the planets. Not just this planet. This is across the galaxy, across this universe, this symptom, this way of doing things, either getting off the natural timeline into a synthetic timeline. So the synthetic thing is coming up again right now. We did it in Atlantis, we did it on Mars, we did it way back originally in other star systems that are being reflected into the microcosm of the Earth. So the way that's showing up now is you're going to have whole movements of people that think they can improve by transhumanism. When I was a freshman at the University of Connecticut starting to do the biology, I got almost seduced into the genetics of it. That they were just doing the Human Genome Project, finishing it at the time, and the seduction of going into the human genome and thinking that could solve everything. So this transhumanism is something that's going to show up more and more as, quote, it's going to offer solutions with genetic manipulation or literal cyborgs. And so this is something that you're going to have to make a choice of if you want to be involved with this or not. It's going to get away from that which is natural and organic and go into a synthetic world where we're going to try to download our consciousness into that. I recommend not doing it. It's not of heart. It's not of love. It's not of the natural timeline. It's really a long dead end. The little gray ETs, for instance, the Zeta Reticuli, are part of a bunch of humans that decide to go off this natural organic timeline and into literally a billion-year dead end in the future where they end up stuck in the fourth dimension. Yes, they may look technologically advanced to us right now, but they've relinquished their emotions and their sexuality, and it ends up in a horrible dead end timeline. So it's just starting to get sunny here again after a beautiful rain.